Liverpool want Bayern Munich's experienced midfielder. Transfer activity in Liverpool has increased considerably, just days before the end of the league. Many midfielders are associated with the Reds, and Klopp explained that he needs 3 midfielders. Liverpool, which will undergo a change in the new season, will make its biggest investment in the midfield. Having young stars on their radar, the Reds have also included experienced midfielders on their list. One of them is Bayern Munich midfielder Joshua Kimmich. Liverpool are interested in signing German star Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich, who has emerged as a new target for coach Jürgen Klopp, could land in England in the summer. So what's the latest on Joshua Kimmich's move to Liverpool? Klopp does indeed seem to be in love with his compatriot's skill set. The Spanish media outlet confirmed the transfer rumors in Marca and stated that the German midfielder could go to Anfield. James Milner, Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain will leave the club at the end of the season. With the Reds needing new players in the midfield and unlikely to participate in next season's Champions League football, strengthening the ranks with a top-notch midfielder like Kimmich can really be a big deal. The Bavarian has only 2 years left on his contract. On the other hand, Arsenal from the Premier League and Spanish club Barcelona are also interested in the German player. Bayern Munich reportedly requested at least £52 million for Kimmich. While the alleged £52 million fee isn't very expensive in the modern transfer market, Liverpool's recruitment department plans to take a sneaky route to negotiate a deal with the player and reach a deal on personal terms. The 28-year-old plays at the Allianz Arena for a lucrative £331,000 weekly wage. To convince him, the Reds aim to go above this figure and seduce the player. Former CEO of Bayern Munich, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, used laudatory expressions about the quality of the German player. He has a deep understanding of the game and is decisive in setting the pace, providing momentum for our team. It's no exaggeration to say that Joshua Kimmich is the embodiment of world standards, he said. Having played 346 games for the German Giants since arriving from Stuttgart in 2015, Kimmich has won 7 Bundesliga titles, 3 Deutsche Fußball-Bund Pokals and the Champions League. The German midfielder scored 40 goals and provided an impressive 94 assists. The 28-year-old German captain is an extraordinary player, as Jose Mourinho has praised, and knows how to handle the ball deftly at his feet. According to FBref, it was in the top 6% of its positional peers for assists last year, based on Europe's top 5 leagues. He is in the top 4% for shot creation actions, the first 1% for attempted passes, and the top 90% with 2 progressive passes per 90 minutes. These data highlighted his value and his knack for working in the midfield. We can only imagine his impact on Liverpool right-back Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has undoubtedly been at the epicenter of his side's struggles this season, but remains one of the best in Europe at managing the game and initiating dazzling sequences with his passes. The 24-year-old is in the top 12% of his positional peers for assists, the top 4% for shooting action, and the top 90% for progressive passes per 90 minutes. A seasonal revival has emerged after a tactical tweak by his manager recently. Klopp enlists him in the role of a right-back, supporting the centre midfielder. When the Reds have the ball, they position themselves next to the midfielder Fabrizio and dictate the game from the centre. Kimmich made the transition from defence to midfield a few years ago and has reaped the rewards of his hard work. We can see the same scenario with Alexander-Arnold. Because £180,000 a week jewellery seeks clarity on its role in its best position for the future. The German Kimmich was described by former boss Julian Nagelsmann as world-class in both posts. From a strictly match-centered point of view, the duo could unite within Klopp's system. It can combine skill sets and create a devastating sense of flow to wreak havoc on opposing defenses for years to come. Kimmich's outstanding performance in different roles is definitely Klopp's best feature that appeals to him. Darwin Núñez's uncertainty continues in Liverpool. TalkSport expert Tony Cascarino expressed his concerns about Liverpool forward Darwin Núñez. The expert compared the current struggles of Liverpool forward Darwin Núñez to Timo Werner's situation at Chelsea. He described how former Chelsea player Werner struggled during his time at Stamford Bridge. Despite showing a lot of potential and working really hard, Werner ultimately did not fare well with former Premier League and UEFA Champions League winners. Cascarino, this is a big summer for Liverpool. Some big names will be leaving, they need new faces and they have a big problem to solve. Darwin Núñez. He had a strange adventure after his transfer, but with the return of Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota, he is nowhere near the starting lineup. Cody Gakpo is ahead of him in the pecking order. I hope I'm wrong, but he reminds me of Timo Werner at Chelsea. It takes a lot of running and effort, but in the end it's not enough. He needs a big season with lots of goals, he said. It's normal for Liverpool fans to be worried about Darwin Núñez. The idea that the young forward will be a flop at Liverpool is unnecessary, but it is imperative that the Uruguayan improve his own performance. Yes, the Uruguayan national striker is not scoring enough at the moment, but he has great potential. Also, Núñez works hard on the field and is always in the game. The 23-year-old is missing opportunities, but getting them in the first place is in itself encouraging. Núñez has made 29 Premier League appearances for Liverpool this season. The Uruguayan striker scored 9 goals and provided 3 assists in those matches. The 23-year-old player also played 8 matches in the UEFA Champions League with Liverpool this season and scored 4 goals. Núñez's form this season has had its ups and downs. However, he gave the signals that he will have a better season next season. Also, given the low overall form of the team this season, it's a fact that Núñez can do more. Liverpool are in the race to sign the £50 million Premier League defender. Liverpool are keen to sign Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi this summer, and the autograph race is heating up. Guéhi is emerging as one of the best young defenders in the Premier League. He made his England debut not too long ago and has shone for Palace since signing £18 million. A number of clubs are believed to be willing to sign Guéhi, including Tottenham and Arsenal. And now, according to the latest reports, Liverpool has put it on the list of star defenders. The Mail reports that both Liverpool and Manchester United are now exploring the possibility of signing Guéhi. Palace is believed to have asked for around £50 million to even consider selling a player considered brilliant to the Eagles. But Guéhi, who has the Euro in 2024, could see this as a chance to make an impression at a bigger club, and those like Liverpool will be intrigued. Guéhi arrived at Chelsea but was picked up by Palace after impressive loan terms. The Palace has tied it to 2026, so they keep the cards as is. However, a big offer could tempt Palace, which is also facing a struggle to keep star man Wilfried Zaha down. Marc Guéhi is a top junior defender. At 22, he has plenty of time to get even better, and the idea of learning with Virgil van Dijk is a great opportunity. Ibukonate is also in Liverpool's books. But with Joe Gomez never quite doing it and Joel Matip continuing, there may be an opening for Guéhi here.